Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Rigathi Gachagua has been advised to cut the head of the snake, go for distillers. And that advice has come from PAULINE NJOROGE. And PAULINE NJOROGE has told Rigathi Gachagua that you are fighting the small people and leaving the big fish. You know? So in a very long tweet, PAULINE NJOROGE said the following to Rigathi Gachagua. And I'd like to take this opportunity to read this tweet before we go on with our analysis. So she said, alcoholism is indeed a serious menace, especially in our region. I would therefore support Rigathi Gachagua in the fight against illicit brew. As long as he is ready to go for the distillers, even the very powerful ones affiliated to the regime. Closing bars dealing with illicit brew and hideouts where they sell very poisonous substances is a good move, but no much success will be achieved until the distillers of such are dealt with. If he really means business, let him cut the head of the snake. While at it, I hope Gachagua now appreciates why Uhuru's administration had declared war on 26 distillers, which him, Gachagua, and his boss were defending at the time, and they reopened them once they assumed power. Ladies and gentlemen, PAULINE NJOROGE leaves that message to Rigathi Gachagua, who has been hell-bent in making sure that he deals with illicit brew in Mount Kenya. So I want us to talk about this matter that PAULINE NJOROGE has brought here, and it's available in her X handle, official X handle. If you go to PAULINE NJOROGE's X handle, you will come across that tweet. We all know that Rigathi has been chest stamping, saying that he's the person who's going to deal with this illicit brew. And he also has been saying that bars will be closed. And in fact, he went to an extent of saying that 50% of the bars should be closed. But PAULINE NJOROGE tells Rigathi Gachagua that, look here, you are dealing with the small fish, but the biggest suppliers are untouchable. Go for them. Cut the head of snake, and then the snake will not move. But the mere fact that you're just cutting the tail, the snake will still, run away. So I want us to go extensively into this narrative that PAULINE NJOROGE has brought up. But before you do that, I'd like to kindly request you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and don't forget to share our video. To those who supported us before, thank you so much for giving this channel an opportunity to grow. PAULINE NJOROGE waded into the war against illicit brew in the country that is being led by Rigathi Gachagua, especially in the Mount Kenya region, where Gachagua is just targeting a few, individuals brewing alcohol in the region, leaving out the big fish, who are the powerful ones and are affiliated to the government. In that latest message from tweet that I shared, from the X that I shared, NJOROGE seems to be supporting the move by Gachagua, but tells Gachagua that you're not dealing with the issue. To be honest with you, during campaigns, this was one of the things which Gachagua promised he would protect. Especially that's going by what PAULINE NJOROGE has said. And Uhuru was pushing for the closure of 26 distillers. Because if you cut the source of the river, then rest assured, if there is an oxbow lake somewhere, this oxbow lake might in future dry up. So if you cut the head of the snake, rest assured that the snake will die. So if Gachagua goes for the distillers, the main source, then these other small bars, pubs, wines and spirit, they will just die. I mean, the people will not die, but the businesses will die because people will not have places to consume this illicit brew. So Gachagua knows very well that going for the distillers is going to be like committing political suicide within, especially Mount Kenya, because the people who funded them are those distillers. There was a governor in Mount Kenya sometimes back. I think last week I did an analysis where I was sharing about a governor who told Rigathi Gachagua that ilo swala zima kwake ni ngumu because 10 over the people who financed his campaign are in that business. Now, the mere fact that he was being advised to order them to close was going to affect him, especially politically and the finance part, because he still wants to become a governor again. So because of that reason, if he goes to an extent of dealing with these people and asking them to close down, then he was going to lose out. So Pauline Njoroge seems to be hitting the nail on the head here, because he knows very well that Gachagua cannot attack these distillers because he needs them for campaign. Remember, Gachagua has presidential ambitions, so he needs this kind of people to be able to propel himself to the presidency. That is, if he ever gets there. So, going by the latest revelation from Pauline Njoroge to Gachagua and exposing the inability of Gachagua to address this issue, with honesty, because honestly, when he goes public, talks big about illicit brew, but does not deal with the source, then he's not solving anything. The solution that should come from Gachagua is to hit the nail on the head, cut the snake's head, and deal with this monster once and for all. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of this latest revelation from Pauline Njoroge? Because Pauline Njoroge brings a narrative of Uhuru Kenyatta, when Uhuru talked about, had plans to close the distillers, 26 distillers, but the likes of Gachagua and his boss, according to Pauline Njoroge, defended these people. In fact, they even reopened their business when they took over. So, ndio maana Pauline Njoroge seems to be telling Gachagua, hii ni machozi ya simba. Ni ile machozi ya simba. Unajua machozi ya simba, ukisikia mtu anasema hao ni machozi ya simba, ni kama vile unajaribu kulia to get sympathy. Lakini at the back of your mind, you're not solving the problem, or you know very well that that is just a fake tear. So, machozi ya simba. So, hii mambo ya Gachagua Mount Kenya ni machozi ya simba, according to Pauline Njoroge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to raise my case here. But what do you think about this move by Njoroge to hit the nail on the head? Advise Gachagua, cut the snake's head if you really mean business. So perhaps if you watch this video and do not subscribe, please take 1 second and subscribe. Like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.